This podcast absolutely, unequivocally, positively, 100% contains adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Hey, welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I'm your host, me.
And I'm Mrs. Always Right.
And we're coming to you from that little, she didn't tell me, trailer park in Willis, Texas.
Yeah.
Babe, tell us about Willis.
Okay, the reason why? What you talking about, Willis?
That's fucked up.
I mean, but
that
it
show,
fits.
goddamn.
What?
Yeah, that shows our age, right?
Yes. Yeah. Most people, unless you're older or you got cool parents like my kids had, you don't know. You don't
Wow.
know. What?
Nothing. What?
Because I said I was cool?
No, bringing up,
Dang.
what was that? Different Strokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
Different
God.
Strokes.
Gary Coleman.
Yes.
Talking about Willis.
Dana Plateau, who is
dead.
yes. And what?
Gary Coleman, Dana Plateau, and
Whatever the other guy's
See,
name was.
people always forget the middle guy, the middle brother.
Oh wow.
Anyway, hey, we want to welcome you to this. We're going to do a little Q&A, and these are questions she thought up, so they're probably going to be like plain.
Yes, because I'm very water.
She doesn't ask, do your turds come out of your butt sideways on the toilet? So
How would you know?
how would I know what?
How would you know if your turds come out sideways? Because
I'm not crying when I take a shit.
Well, I mean, no matter what, they can't come out sideways anyway.
I mean, you don't know that.
They can't.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
Do you?
I do know that.
All right, what's your first question, babe?
Okay, well, no, I wanted to ask, what is your favorite thing about us as a couple?
I thought you were going to start with a different question.
Was I?
Yeah. Have you always been a...
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
God, do you not listen during show prep? I mean, we don't have any, but...
Hey, yeah. We just wing it. So, okay. Yes, gaming. Have you always been a gamer?
I have always been a gamer.
Like, ever since first...
Okay, I think the only video game I missed was Pong.
Uh-huh.
But someone in our family still had that. I mean,
Okay.
I played Pong, ColecoVision, Commodore 64. I played games on computers that were just like Oregon Trail. Do you remember that? I don't know if anybody remembers Oregon Trail, but it types out, it's like, well, you're going on a quest. What do you do? It's kind of like the Find Your Own. You remember the old Choose Your Own Adventure books?
No.
Whoa. Did you not have a childhood?
I did, but apparently we were really poor because...
No, we read these in school. Did you go to the library? You know where that was? The library?
I went to the library,
So
yes.
the Choose Your Own Adventure books, okay?
Okay.
You would read the plot, right? And it's like you come across a toilet. What do you do? A, if you decide to take a pee, flip to page 32. Or B, if you decide to take a shit,
okay,
flip to page 76.
Now, what is this? Because I'm going to
Choose Your
have
Own
to...
Adventure.
I'm going to have to write this down and see if I can find this.
Oh, they're fucking great.
Because it sounds like something the grandkids might like,
Choose
right?
Your Own Adventure books were great.
I've never heard of them.
Avoid the ones about peeing and pooping, though.
No.
But anyway, so the gaming, right? Oregon Trail was basically that. I mean, you worked your way through the Oregon Trail. It was all just questions and what do you do? And then of course console gaming. I had Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
So your mom bought you this stuff to entertain
more like
you?
Grandparents and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, if I was playing video games, I was leaving her alone.
Yeah, you wasn't hopefully getting in trouble and burning grandma's house down.
I can't. Well, that's what happens when you don't get to take your games with you.
Yes,
but I always been into gaming, and PC gaming is a world of its own. And I'd met this girl.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in another state.
No,
really? Yeah, and I moved away. And came back.
So now you were grown.
Oh yeah,
at this time.
I was
okay,
grown.
well, I mean, I didn't know, teenager. Okay, so you're
so
grown.
I come back to visit, and I went to this bar. I don't know if you know it. It's called Cowboys.
Okay. So you had to be at least 21.
At least, oh yeah, I was beyond 21.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess you have to be at least 18 to get in there, right?
Yes. 21
okay.
to drink.
21 to drink.
So I come home for a visit.
Okay.
And I meet this girl. There's some girls up there playing pool. You remember where the pool tables and shit were?
Yes, I did.
And I go up there and I pull the Mac on, right? I'm like, what's up? And I start talking to this girl.
Uh-huh.
And she's talking about the town she lives in.
Okay.
Which it didn't catch me at that point. And then she starts talking about...
She's from Spur? No.
no. It has a famous boot outlet in it.
Oh, okay.
And she starts talking about that her mother worked at that boot outlet.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's weird because my ex-girlfriend's mother worked at that boot outlet too. Turns out, this is that chick's fucking sister. Yes.
So your ex-girlfriend's sister is who you're hitting on
is who
now.
I'm hitting on.
Wow.
And for like 2.5 seconds, it got awkward, but I'm like, yeah, I can fucking do this, right?
Yeah.
And
so you're so
I
smooth.
move away. I move away. I go back home and you know, decide to come back to Texas to live. So that whole time we're talking and stuff, and the relationship's going pretty well. I mean, for LDR, right? And I come back and I stay with her, and you know, it's going okay for about a month. But I get my computer set up. I'm a gamer.
Yep.
I start gaming. Well, apparently her and her 5 kids ain't got no time for that shit. She needs shit done. I'm like, look, that is not who I am.
I don't do shit. I go to work. I come home. I game.
And she had like a 1-year-old, and I'm like, I am definitely not a fucking daddy like that, right? I'm not going to step, regardless of what your mom and your sister say. Apparently, I am everything they ever said I was. And yeah, I left. She brought her other rich boyfriend in. I was fine, but I have to have time to do the things I enjoy.
Right.
Just like you do, sitting on the couch. You enjoy doing that.
I do enjoy sitting on the couch.
But yes
I do manage to do other things. But
do you really?
I mean, you've always got clean clothes.
I mean, that is true.
You always eat.
But
every
I always
day.
thought that was the magical clothes hamper.
Well.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
But I've always enjoyed computers and gaming and stuff like that. So.
Well, so the funny thing is, so you come here to visit.
Yes.
I'm just going to kind of bring this up because
bring it up.
I mean, I know what kind of person you were.
You don't know shit
or whatever. But
if
when
the
you
word
were,
whore comes out of your mouth.
I mean, okay, maybe I won't say the word then.
Okay.
But I know when you were not living in this state, the great state of Texas, you actually had someone opposite sex living with you. And so you come back to visit.
Are we talking about the crazy one?
And you're hitting on somebody else, knowing that you have
She wasn't there.
Somebody.
She had left at that point.
Okay, and she was gone the whole time because, like, when you went back up there, you're talking with this other girl.
Gone.
Okay, so she's already gone. So you're by yourself.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, because
would it have mattered? No, not at that point.
That's what I'm saying. Wow.
Wait, am I supposed to be loyal to a person like that?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, why would you be with somebody if you're not going to be loyal?
I thought
to
we've
them?
had this conversation.
No, I'm just saying. For me,
so when you date crazy, there's like 1 or 2 aspects that are fantastic, in that you hope that those moments come around more, and then 99.5% of the relationship shit. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Right? You're suffering through 99.5% shit.
For that 0.5.
For that 0.5, it's almost like a drug. It's like a, when that old saying, when it's good, it's good. Well, of course, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's fucking bad, right?
Right. Okay.
But yeah, no, she was gone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I was just like, wow, what a dog you are.
Sometimes I get it. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Sure.
Okay.
Bow wow wow, yippee-yo, yippee-yay.
Yeah. So, okay.
But moved back, and it was awkward, telling her mother we were like, doing it. So
seeing each other. And now what did her sister think
Never saw
about
her.
that? Oh, okay. All right. So wasn't
that's a bad story in and of itself. That is a bad story.
what
you want to know how shitty I am? You want to know how shitty I am?
I can imagine. I can really.
I never told
can
you
imagine.
this story, right? I never told you. I don't think I ever told you.
Okay.
All right. So it's going to sound the same. So I was at Cowboys, right?
Okay, is this the same story? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know you went there a lot,
and
like every
dark.
weekend,
I went
right?
there a lot.
Yeah.
And it was dark.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know how Cowboys was.
Right.
And I'm walking around drinking, and I meet this girl. Well, it was dark, you know, and I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? Meet, kid, we, dance, do all that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to call you and stuff. So we met, I think the next day or the next weekend. We like met halfway in between. She didn't want me to show me where she lived, I guess. She had a kid, and she didn't know if I was a rapist or whatever.
Okay.
And,
I get it. I get
do
it.
you, though?
Yeah, because, she don't know you. And back then, you might not have had near as much hair as you have now.
I didn't.
So you looked a little different.
But, I walk in and I meet her, and she's in the dark, maybe an 8, but out in the sunlight, probably about 5.5. And she wasn't a bad looking girl. She wasn't a good looking girl, right? But
well, she was okay, right?
But she had a job.
Okay, hey, that's a plus.
Was willing to give stuff, and sometimes you gotta start adding up the math problem, right? You can't take just the problem by itself. You gotta take all the anyway. Long story longer. Her and I started dating. Okay. And then that's about the time that my ex and my kids moved to another state.
Okay.
Not the same state that we were just talking about, but another state. And I'm like, I'm probably going to go up there. I want to be by my kids and all that, So she starts making plans to go.
Oh.
Well, I didn't really invite her.
Well, you didn't really invite anybody, really.
Well, that's true, but I never really told her no, right?
Okay.
Because she was still there helping with bills and all that shit.
Okay. So she was definitely an asset.
Yes.
Okay. And she probably didn't mind that you gamed. Were you gaming at this time?
No, because I was broke.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was doing other stuff, but not gaming.
Okay.
Unbelievably not drinking either, but that's neither here nor there. So the time comes, it's about a couple days before we're going to leave, and I have to sit her down, and I'm like, she'd already turned in her notice and quit her job and everything, and I'm like,
oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're not part of the plans on going.
Because I'm going to take Crazy with me.
I didn't take Crazy with me.
Hey, now you had contact with Crazy, or she wouldn't have made it there.
That didn't happen around there, okay? I actually made it a whole month and a half or 2 on my own up there before she got there, okay?
Before she got there. So you were talking with Crazy anyway.
What do you want me to say?
No, I mean, you gotta give us the whole story if,
Well, that's not... as of right now, Crazy she's not in that picture at all, okay?
Okay.
A lot of this was to try to get away from Crazy, right? Because you're always...
Right.
When you're that dysfunctional, you're solving problems in the way they don't need, you're looking for every other way to solve a problem outside of looking at yourself, right? Okay. You are never the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying?
It's always somebody else's fault.
It's always somebody's. Oh, always.
Okay.
But yeah, she'd quit her job and everything, and I didn't tell her like 2 days. I gave her fucking 2 cars though, for what I did.
Wow. I mean, they're probably POSs.
Well, they were junky V6 Camaros, but that was still two cars.
Wow, I can't believe that you just, Now, how long were y'all dating?
6 months.
Really?
Ish.
And really, what was the decision not to take her with you?
I was a hoe.
Oh, okay. Because you wanted other. You always think the grass is always greener.
It wasn't that. No, it wasn't that. I just didn't want to be committed.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get by, right? What?
Okay. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I almost feel that you are not like that anymore.
I am nothing like that anymore.
But I feel that you could go back to that very quickly.
Like this.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's what I feel. Yes.
Yes, it can be turned on and turned off. Yes.
Okay. All right. So whatever is beneficial to you at the time is what you're okay with.
No, not now.
Oh, okay.
No. No, but let's just say, God forbid, you get the gono bugs, right?
Uh-huh.
And the
Right.
gono bugs get you.
Right.
And you die from the gono bugs.
Right. They kill me off.
I am this right here.
Mm-hmm.
It will never happen again.
No?
Nope.
You don't think? Now, are you really comfortable around me, per se? I mean,
Are you waiting for an answer now?
Are you more comfortable around me than, I guess, any relationship
Yes.
ever?
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
why?
I was just asking.
You don't think that you see it
think-
all?
I think the answer is yes.
Okay.
You know.
So you doubt your
But-
own judgment, and you have to ask.
No, I don't doubt my own judgment.
Okay.
Of course not. If I doubted my own judgment.
But if you up and died,
Mm-hmm.
I never want to have this again. You remember when your dog passed? How tore up and hurt you were, and you're like, I'm never having another fucking dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're my dog.
I could still be without a dog and probably be okay with it.
Yes. That's where
You know.
I will be if something happens to you.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Now,
Now,
dating on the weekend
Will I
might
look
be
at
a different
will I look at
story.
other dogs? Will I go up and pet another dog? Probably.
Sure,
But do I
sure
want to
you
bring that fucking
will.
dog home? No.
Would you ever bring them home to your house?
I will not.
You would go to their house or go somewhere else?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is my sacred domain.
Aw. I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Well, you should. I don't think I could
Okay.
even go through and start getting rid of the kids are going to have to come in here and clean shit out. I can't. And then, of
you
course,
say that,
shit.
but
And then I'm going to have to hover, making sure they're not taking anything I want. Right? Which in your room by itself is going to be fucking a year and a half's worth of fucking work.
it is not.
Babe.
There is a lot of shit in there. You're right, but
We're all dysfunctional to a degree, okay?
I'm a hoarder-ish.
Hoarder. Gotcha.
yeah, der.
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 Ish.
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 Ish. Oh, dude, I've seen hoarders, and yeah, I'm nowhere close.
I say that. And then, I
You've
got a car I can't get rid of. It's not that I can't. It's just I won't.
Right.
I won't
You've
go
got
out there and do
boxes
it.
of cables for computers and
You
shit
never
we don't
know
even
when you're gonna
have.
need those.
Normally, when you get a new computer, you get new cables. Why would you need
But
the
what
old
if something
ones?
happens and I need an old one for a replacement?
I know.
And computers are viable. Christmas cards from 1963 or not.
Oh, okay. I don't have cards that old.
You don't know that. Have you been going through that?
I might. No, I don't have them that old. I'm trying to think the
But
oldest
yeah,
thing
so
I
that
have.
yes, I am a shitty person. I did people wrong in my life. Am I getting into heaven? Probably not. Okay.
So when people do bad things to you, do you think, yeah, I mean, this is probably karma coming back around?
I thought that. You remember that old red Dodge I had? You
Yes.
remember that? This is what I was
Yes.
driving when we met. Okay. And we lived in those crappy ass apartments over there.
Yes.
Well, before you moved in there, I had that old red Dodge, and somebody broke into my fucking truck and stole my radio. And
Aw, I hate it
stopped-
when that
Well,
happens.
I stopped for a minute, and I'm like, the shit I did growing up, karma's a bitch, right? I didn't get mad.
Right.
I went.
Because you knew it was probably kids
Karma,
around the
right.
age that you were doing
I went and
bullshit
put another
like
radio
that.
in it,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 days later, it happened again, and then I got fucking mad.
It's
It's like, that's not karma. That's just fucking sucky ass fucking life right there.
Were you locking your vehicle?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I feel it was probably the same people that come back and did it
Probably.
the second time. Yeah.
But if you can't, that's like the fucking truck getting stolen,
Yeah.
I mean, that's such a fucking violation. It's like, that's mine. I worked for it.
Right.
Karma or not. This time I had insurance. So I'm like, yes, it sucks. Hey, Jake. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I get it. Luckily, I can say that I haven't had a lot of bad luck like that. But
Because deep down, you're a good person.
I'm
You're
not really
the
that
fuck
good.
you
I don't know
aren't.
why people think I am.
You
I'm
really
not
are.
that good.
Name something that makes you bad. Look deep inside that glowing golden soul of yours All right, and tell me what makes you
maybe
a bad
it doesn't.
person.
Maybe what I feel makes me bad is that if I feel that I need to say something, I'm going to say it. If it hurts your feelings, I'm sorry that it hurts your feelings, but I'm going to say it.
When's the last time you've done that?
No, I'm just saying. I feel that, I mean, I did that to one of your friends, and you told me not to say anything, and I did it anyway because...
Current friend?
Yes. Because you were like, it's none of our business. Well, it kind of is if we're supposed to be friends with somebody. I mean, stuff like that to me, I feel makes me a bad person.
You got to tell me that one off the air.
No, I think
video. I probably do.
You definitely know.
You know, memory like that long.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
No, you are such a good person.
I'm really not.
No, bullshit. You give everybody the benefit of the doubt, right?
Wait.
No,
you say I don't do you. You say I don't give you the benefit of the doubt.
And Darlie Routier, the two people you fucking think murdered. Yeah,
Darlie Routier is fucking guilty,
right? I don't understand how you're like that because you're looking at you're like Charles Manson might have had a good reason or
no, he didn't have any
no, I'm not,
reason.
but I'm just telling you
saying.
that most of the time you are such a benefit of the doubt. You're like, well, you don't know.
I try to give the benefit of the doubt to everybody at least once. Okay. Even when it came to Darlie Routier, tried to give her benefit of the doubt until No, I'm telling you, because I felt, oh my God, this poor woman, that some horrible things have happened to her. Yeah. I felt bad. Okay. I felt bad because nobody should go through anything like that. Right. But then, I don't know why, when I was listening to the 911 phone call, I was like, bitch is guilty. Done. I was done. I was over it. And nothing can change my mind now. And maybe that makes me a bad person.
I think the hard thing is coming to the realization that people will murder their own kids.
Oh, my God.
Right? That is, it's like how?
Oh, yeah. I don't even want to. Jesus.
No, it's like after being a parent. Right, you're a parent. You have these kids.
I cannot imagine.
How can you hurt them kids? Right? I don't know.
I mean,
Susan. What was that other chick's name?
Susan Smith. That Susan Smith.
Did you think she was guilty from the get?
Or Andrea Yates also drowned.
I don't remember
all
her.
5 of hers. 5.
Dude.
Yes, she started with the baby.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not
here
to be judgmental.
I mean, I try not to be judgy, but apparently I am.
Why start with the baby? Because the older ones are going to fight harder.
Yeah, I don't, because
you would think you would have worked your way into an easier situation.
Maybe opportunity.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I cannot understand.
But anyway, yeah,
anybody.
You never gave her.
After that, I was over it.
I listened to those, and I still feel there are times you can be confused that you don't recall things. There is so much stress and trauma going on in a situation like that. Do you think you remember exactly detail for detail?
No.
This is why you don't fucking answer questions.
I do understand that, but I think just the way that she specifically worded a few things, I was like, now, why would you bring stuff like that up if it has no bearing? I know.
I get that. Over explaining shit.
Yes. And normally you're doing that to cover your ass for whatever reason. I know in a very stressful situation how you can act and not act as you normally would. I remember my oldest, right, got hurt. We were at a park. We had walked there. We didn't have a vehicle. And so there was some houses behind the park we were at. And so I ran to these houses to, have someone call or let me call 911 or something, right?
Right.
And I thought about it after the fact. When I ran to the first house, I knocked on the door very quickly, gave them, a good 3 seconds. Nobody come to the door.
Oh.
So what I did is I just continued to the next house, right? But I didn't go to the one right next door. I went across the street. And I'm like, why the fuck did I do that?
She lose a leg or something?
No.
I mean, what made you so
no.
hysterical?
Well, this was my child. She was very young. Very young. I mean,
Okay.
you know, so it just, you know, I was trying to get help. I just, you know what I mean? So.
No, I get
anyway.
that because when my sister drowned, I told you about that too, I'm
Mhm.
sure. I looked down. I was the first one to see her. She was at the bottom of the pool,
Oh,
curled
wow.
up around the drain, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'd yelled to my mom, you know,
Mhm.
she's down there, you know, she's down at the bottom of the pool. Well, my mom's like, jump in and get her. I was like fucking 8. There ain't no way I'm bringing that kid up, right?
Everything is way lighter in the pool, though.
I'm 8. I have no idea what physics are or whatever. I'm like, no. And she basically comes in, jumps in the pool, goes down there, brings her up. Well, I did help hold her while she got out and
Right. Okay.
pulled her out of the pool and trying to revive her. I remember that, trying to revive her. And then finally some guy on the other side of the fence was like, turn her on her side. And when he turned her on, when my mom turned her on her side, you know, all the water came out and
Right.
she started breathing and shit again. But you ever hear her talk about that? It's like, you know, there was a moment when she realized that, you know, she couldn't fight anymore and going down to the pool.
Uh-huh.
You know, she said it was really peaceful. Not that I want to drown. I am fucking out of that. But
Oh, yeah. I don't want to drown. I don't want to burn.
no, nobody wants to drown just because of the fight. I think that's involved, right? And burning would be painful.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think we all hope for it to be pretty fucking swift.
Yeah, I want to go on my sleep. That way I don't even wake up and know that I'm dead.
I want to go right on top of you. That way you got to try to get my fat ass, dead, lifeless body off of you.
We both gonna fucking die.
We both gonna die.
We both gonna die right there in that spot then. I'm just saying.
Oh,
We're
man.
done. We are done for it.
And then my age getting up there. There ain't no telling. It could be in the next fucking 3 minutes. So, I mean, who
well,
knows?
it better not be because we're not done with this episode. We
got about 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Right at the end.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, and we didn't even get to really any of the questions.
None.
So, and you were like,
there is one question on there I want to ask real quick.
You want to ask me?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know the difference between a question and a topic?
A question is open-ended, you know, but a topic can be up for debate or whatever too. So it's, you know, they kind of, for me, they kind of coincide because once you ask a question, it can turn into a definite discussion, which can be now into a topic if it becomes something more than just the question.
Gotcha.
You know,
so you
more
think,
debatable.
You think asking questions are the way to get to the next topic?
I mean,
versus actually going through and finding things to talk about, like relationship issues, stuff like that. Is the reason why you can't think of topics anymore is because we've expended them all?
No, I don't think that we've expended them all.
Because it turned into it's always more of a story about my life.
I love your life stories.
Yeah.
I gave you some of mine too.
I mean, you talked about how much you hated Darlie Routier and you ran to 14 houses. I get it.
Oh, okay.
We never dive deep into your story.
We do.
Name one.
Okay. What was the whole Easter thing was all fucking about me.
I think we eventually got to get to your uncle.
I'm my own grandpa.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get there. We wrote that down, right?
Did we?
Lying straight face.
Yeah, you
What
always
does
tell me
that
how I
mean?
fucking lie. How do I look right people dead in the fucking eye?
Yes. Oh God, I wish I could remember that lie.
I don't lie to people. I just straight bullshit them.
Which is a form of lying.
No, lying is actually trying to put yourself off as doing certain things. You know, I just make shit up as I go. And eventually, if people see through it, they see through it. I don't think it's lying. I just think it's artistic bullshitting.
I mean, I kind of liked how you word that. Artistic bullshit.
It is. It's artistic bullshitting.
Okay.
Lying,
all right.
Lying with a purpose.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. It's now. Have you always done that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I just think it's getting worse as I get older. I don't give a fuck.
So is there just stuff that maybe you don't want people to know
I don't care.
personally, or you just we don't even care, right?
I don't care.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't know.
I mean, I
Asking
don't want
for a
people
friend.
knowing my address.
Oh,
All right.
I mean, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
I got them on the new cards. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
did you? Fuck.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so much for
kidding.
staying anonymous too. That was fucking
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thinking about it. You're right. It should have just been first names only.
Yep.
And the next time, that's exactly
Or
what
we
it's
could have
gonna
made
be.
up some fucking names.
Yeah, because we don't call each other by our names anyway.
Nope. Are we still going to Denver in June?
July,
Are we still going to Denver in July?
as far as I know.
Okay.
We're still going
All right.
on vacation.
All right. Well, we appreciate you listening. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at roadcat. Hey, we appreciate you listening. If you have any questions or concerns, please email us at meandmrsalwaysright@gmail.com. All complaints go to Trevor the intern.
And he needs something. Y'all need to email him
Yes.
because he is just bored to tears. No?
Plenty of work.
Plenty of games. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram. It's not Twitter. It's X and YouTube.
And help support this podcast by becoming a member of Patreon at patreon.com/meandmrsalwaysright. There, you will get pre and post show content right along with unedited episodes. And we would like to thank Roadcat Media for producing this week's episode. If you have any audio or video needs, please reach out to them at roadcatmedia@gmail.com.
Sweet.
Word. All right.
Man.
I love you.
Well, I love you too. I guess
gotta-
games are calling.
No, I got to poop.
Oh.
It's gurgly.
Do you get bored playing the same games?
Nope. Sometimes. Depends.
Oh, okay.
Unless there's, doing the same thing over and over again, which I guess is gaming, but as long as it's different.
Okay. I mean,
But
I
that's where I change games. So.
Okay.
All right. I love you.
I love you too, honey.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Merle.
I love Merle.
I know.